Wow, what a night. What a night. I don't know what else to say but that. What a night. It was only fitting we won this game, guys. It just was. I'm so taken back by the whole Ryan Miller thing today. It's one of those things that I'm so happy I got to live to see this. I really am. I'll get into the game in a sec, but I want to just touch on Ryan Miller, and just watching the gratitude from this legend really in Buffalo, and he didn't, folks. He just nailed it. He just nailed it in so many ways with his talk. He really just nailed it. He touched on everybody. He went as far as to thank Marty, which I thought was really nice of Biron, because Biron, as we can easily forget, was a pretty decent goalie. He was a pretty good goalie, and one of our high drafts that we had banked on once upon a time to be our goalie of the future. And of course, Ryan Miller came in and took the job, but they've remained friends for years, which is just nice to see. And I did not expect to see all the alumni of the Sabres. I did not expect to see that tonight. Not really, not like, I didn't expect to see what I seen today. So it was really, really touching. Bravo, Buffalo. You guys, you sent him off so properly. It was so well done. It just, I'm taken back. I am. All right. Let's talk about this before I get emotional about this. All right, let's look at the numbers as the boys do it. They do it on Ryan Miller night. Thank you, boys. And I loved how Ryan Miller did say this is a good young team and it's going to be a good team for years to come. Like, he threw that out there at them, and just such a perfect night, guys, and only fitting we won. So let's look at the numbers. Okay, the Sabres kind of struggled in this game. I know you're going to see the shots, don't say so, but, the power play, folks, we're going to have to talk about that in the hitting once again. 45-26 shots in net for the Sabres. The faceoffs, 56-44% for the Islanders. They were 0 for 1 in the power play. We were 0 for 3. They had 24 hits. We had 9. Actually, Matt Martin had 10 hits, and the Sabres had 9. And Matt Martin out-hit the entire team tonight. Oh, my goodness. Martin had 10 hits, folks. They had 28 blocks. That tells you how much they were under siege tonight, eh? We had 10. They had 4 giveaways, and we had 10. That's one thing with the Islanders. They're not a team that'll really do dumb mistakes. They're really not. Okay, shots on goal per period. First period, 19-5 Sabres. Second period, 12-11 Sabres. And third period, 13-10 Sabres, and in the overtime, 1-0 Buffalo as we score right away on that beautiful pass from Dahlin to Cousins. All right, scoring. Nelson opens it up at 7:19 of the first, 1-0 Islanders. We head to the second. Alex Tuch ties it up at 8:26, 1-1. Late in the period, Matt Martin gets rewarded for basically hitting everything out there with the pulse, 2-1 Islanders after 2. Olofsson finds the net at 9:32, gets the tying goal. The important tying goal really was. And it was a real beauty, too, if you see the replay of that. I mean, he just found it. He found the net on that one. That was a real goal scorer's goal, actually. 2-2. And as you just seen, 12 seconds into overtime, Dylan Cousins with the dramatic goal and the celebration, as we just seen. 3-2 Sabres. So I'm really happy the way it's turned out, guys. I really am. I'm so happy. We should have more of these banner ceremonies. We always win in overtime, it seems, right? So well, no, I shouldn't say that, because I'm thinking of I'm getting the RJ games mixed up. The overtime one, the Chicago and the Nashville. I'm getting all mixed up here. It was really. It was nice to see RJ talking about him, and RJ calling out Miller one last time, and it was just so fitting in so many. I don't know, maybe I'm just being sentimental, guys. It was so fitting that some of the things I seen there today. It's too bad a few more of the Sabres couldn't have been at this game. I know some of them are busy in real life and stuff, Miller talked about himself also when it come to RJ Knight with the baby and everything. So, it was nice. The support was nice. The crowd was packed. It was beautiful. You guys put on a show out there. I'm so proud of the Buffalo fans tonight. My God, it was old school again. And one thing about the Sabres fans, they love their heroes. And this was no doubt a Buffalo Sabres hero. Got his due tonight, and now this guy can feel really good when I see number 30 in the rafters where it belongs there. And there's a few other guys that maybe we'll see get there eventually. Right now, I'm just going to take this and run with it. But if the Sabres now can feed off some of this energy, that have to win energy, that's kind of what I seen today. Because the Sabres could have found a way to lose this game, guys. They could have, There were, the power play was passing too much. There was things I seen that were driving me nuts, but we prevail in the end, which I'm happy about. I mean, as long as the boys found a way to win today on this special night, I'm really good. It doesn't matter to me how they got it, but we've got our work cut out for us, and there's no reason we should be throwing in the towel on the playoff idea. No, we should not throw in the towel and not be scared of it either. I'm not scared to say that I'm hoping they make the playoffs this year. If they don't, they don't. But there's no reason I can't hope for it, and just keep my fingers crossed that things kind of start going our way all of a sudden. Hockey's a funny game, folks. You guys see it. Things can just shift all of a sudden, and you seen we had that 8-game losing streak. It seemed like it would never end, and then we went nuts after, and then we found ourselves into another slump. So, we're 2-4-1 our last 7 games now, and keeping track of the slump in this. And I always try to work the slumps into 500, and then to get over the 500 hump again. So, the Sabres right now are the main thing is they won this game. And we are currently 4 points out of a playoff spot. It's not that bad, folks. I know it sucks that we've been hurting lately and making mistakes and losing games and looking bad doing it in some of them. But at the same time, this is a young squad that really hasn't learned to play team defense yet. They just haven't. And they're just flying like the wind right now, and they're going with that. And our job is really just to support them, and hopefully we see an improvement in some areas by the end of the year. We have the full year to develop again. Let's not forget, we're only halfway through the season. And right now it's looking good. It is looking good. Like the scenario, maybe not the team so much. The scenario is looking good. I mean, I can't remember the last time we were this into the season and we could actually think about making the playoffs. I really can't remember the last time. I mean, I know we had those quick starts those few years, but by this point, we're pretty much dust. We were, because we just knew they're not coming back. This team, there's a feel about it that, not to doubt them, just to let it, let's let the cards unfold. Let's see what the hand is by the end of the season, and we'll talk about it then. I'm really happy anyway with today, guys. This is a good night. This is a really good night for hockey for me. I'm happy. Get this. Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Guys, you haven't subscribed to Chris Durick's page, get over there and subscribe. Chris, you saved me tonight, buddy. I passed out before the game. The Neil Citron, right? I fell asleep. I got up. The what do you call it was done. The ceremony was done. I was devastated. I was like, oh my God. I knew I'd watch it again. But during the game, Chris had posted a 42-minute video on his page of the ceremony. So, guys, while you're watching the third period, I was watching the ceremony. I had to. I mean, I knew we were down. I kept going over just to check the score. See, it was 2-2. I still went back to the ceremony. I had to see the ceremony before doing this video, guys. It had to be fresh in my head what I just witnessed, and I'm really, I was so touched by that ceremony. I don't know. It it touched home. It really hit home even harder than RJ's last year for some reason. It really, you know, and RJ, of course, was the ultimate. And this one, it was just maybe the talk he gave, you know, how he talked about his children, everything. This guy, this man, and he didn't drag it out really. He went through it so smoothly, was throwing jokes in there. It was really so well done, guys. And anyway, thanks, Chris, for posting that video. All right, guys, I'm not going to drag this video out any longer. It's long enough, and I want to go relax. So I want to get this video up to you. I'll keep it a quiet night in here with the theatrics, and we'll just we'll leave it at that for now. So thank you, Sabres. You got it done on a night that you had to get it done. I appreciate it as a fan, and I shall see you guys at some point, maybe tomorrow in the next video, depending on how I'm feeling. Have a good night, guys.